Welcome to SurfacePro3TechReviews.com. I'm Neil, and today I'll be showing you some preview footage from about the Microsoft Band 2. It's only about 3.5 minutes long. Um, the footage isn't all that great, I'll let you know now. Part of it was I got distracted trying to find Cortana on there, and I didn't find out until later on that you'll only have Cortana when it's paired with a Windows phone. So in case you didn't know that, now you do too. As for me, I've never owned a smartwatch, but I gotta say, the Microsoft Band 2 is pretty impressive. It's not like an Apple Watch, and it's not nearly the price of one, but for keeping track of your heart rate and sleep and all those other things, calories burned, looks like they did a really nice job. So stick around and I'll show you some of that footage right now and do a little narration over the top. Here we go. Well, I had just put it on and I found it surprisingly very comfortable. Like I said, I've never worn a smartwatch or a fitness watch, so this was all new to me. But I thought it was really comfortable. Um, because it's got that sideways display, I figured I'd try it with the display down, which is how I usually see it. People wear it, so and it felt pretty comfortable. I don't know if I could get used to wearing a watch like that. You see my watch on the table. That's what I'm used to wearing, but I thought it was pretty good. One thing I do like about the Microsoft Band is that it's supported on both Android and iOS, and of course Windows 10. So being able to have that universal uh, support all over, I think is really nice. Instead of, for comparison to Apple Watch, you're pretty much stuck in the Apple ecosystem. But anyway, not much is different from this band uh, to this first band insofar as sensors, except it has one additional one, a barometer. Um, One good feature is that it does have the GPS, which I like, um, which surprisingly the Apple Watch lacks. Even though it's so much more expensive, it doesn't have GPS. So with this one, at least you don't need to take your phone with you if you want to go out for a jog or something like that, and it'll keep track of your route. I think that's really great. It's got a nice curved display. The picture is really good. The display itself is pixel wise, it's not much different than the first Microsoft Band. Um, it's 320 by 128, and it actually comes out to only be about 22 more pixels in the vertical. But with that said, it's got Gorilla Glass 3, so it's said to be a little bit more scratch resistant than the first one. I guess Microsoft heard the feedback from people of the first Microsoft Band, said it was too easy to scratch, so they made a little bit more scratch resistant. As I said before, I'm trying to show a friend of mine who's taking the video about Cortana, and I couldn't find her on there. And it was only later I learned that only when it's paired with a Windows phone. Um, but you could still get your notifications, your emails, stuff like that, which I think is really neat. And you ever want to sneak a message at work, you know, respond to someone. I'm sure you've never done that, right? But the overall build, the clasp too, I really liked. It really comes on your arm securely. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall off, and it's easy to put on. And when you charge it, it just snaps right onto that little port, right onto the one of the ends of the band, and it stays on there real good. And that's about all I got for you on this one. Like I said, a short video, but If you got any suggestions for me, someone being new into the whole um, fitness band thing, I'd love to read your comments below. And you got any other suggestions, let me hear them. And I thank you for watching. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe. Look forward to hearing from you.